All right. So go ahead, open it up, and go ahead. You can touch it. We'll wash our hands after. Everything. Spiros, put it down, please. Put it down. Everything should be on your plate. Take your foil. You don't get your foil mixed in with everything. So just take your foil and put it to the side. Quietly, please. Just take the foil, Spiros. Ladies, take your foil off your plate and put it to the side. We're done with the foil. Just girls, y'all can do if you like those of you at home that got an extra because you won one of those games and I put an extra one in, just do one at a time and you can put the other one to the side. Paula, just put the other one to the side. Just put it on the other desk. You should not have foil on your plate. I've said it 3 times, girls. Listen. Take your foil off your plate. Put it to the side. You can kind of crunch it up. All right. Why are we poking at it? We're doing one thing at a time. Everybody be patient. All right, Jackson, can you go around and get the foil and throw it away? Spiros, can you go the other direction and help pick up the foil and throw it away? Sweetie, can you go around and help pick up the foil and throw it away?
Miss Snyder.
Yes.
Do the kids in class have jobs in front of the line, like the line leader or something like that?
No. All right. Boys, all we're doing is throwing away the foil. There we go. All right, thank you. All right. Now, I don't want you to start poking. I didn't want you to start pulling it apart. I want everybody to listen carefully. I want us to make some observations. So your tools, your toothpicks, those should not be in your hand. Put those to the side. I just want you looking at your pellet. Again, you can use your hands. We will wash our hands after. Okay, I'm going to touch mine. It's no big deal. Just looking at your pellet, what do you see? What do you notice? Or yeah, if you if you got gloves, that's fine. All right, so some of it's fur. It's got, some of you can see the fur already. Lila, you can already see some of the bones sticking out. Okay. Olivia? What?
Jackson found 2 teeth.
All right, we're already seeing some teeth. It looks like furry poop. Okay. Angela?
I can see it looks like a furry number 2 and
A furry number 2, yep. All right, so flip it over. Look all around it. Looks even more furry on the other side, maybe. Okay. All right, now does yours look at here, look at mine. Look at yours. You guys in class, look at your neighbors. What similarities do they have? All right.
That they're like a really huge ball.
All right. So the size, the shape. All right. Anybody have something that looks kind of different? All right. So some of the sizes are bigger. Jaden? Rose, please have a seat.
There's a lot of white stuff on it.
Okay. So yours has some white stuff. Is it like fur?
Yeah, but a lot of it.
Okay. So I want you, yes, Annalie. Huh? No. All right, so I want you to flip through. Everybody, voices off. Put your toothpicks down. We haven't started poking at it yet. I know. Patience, patience, patience. All right, Spiros. I want you to flip through your guide, and I want you to turn to the page that looks like this. It says owl pellet bone chart. Okay, you have this page here, and then you have some other ones where it shows you the whole, like here's the bird skeleton, here's the mole
Do you have bones?
skeleton, here is the rat skeleton, and then you have some other pages. I want you to flip, and get to this one that says extension questions, Owl Pellet Lab. Okay. Now, if you are at home, Eugene, come here real quick. If you are at home and you have your ruler, go ahead. Can you pass it? Go ahead, get out. If you have a ruler at home, go ahead, get it out. If not, you can kind of do like an estimate, like it's the size of my pinky or something like that, or it's half of my pencil, some kind of non-standard. But go ahead, take your ruler, take your pellet, and go ahead, see how many, what the size is in inches. So find, like mine's about 2 inches. So I'm going to write that for my length. If you're using inches, make sure you put inches. If you're using the centimeters, put centimeters. And then find the width.
Mine just exactly 2 inches.
Okay. So mine's about 2 inches by 1. All right, now let's look at some of the questions. So it's going to start asking how many skulls and how many jaws, and did you find any ribs and vertebrae. Voice, excuse me. If I'm given directions, please put your voice off. Have a seat. Thank you. All right, so it's going to ask you what you found. So in order to know what is what, some of these you might, like the skull might be pretty obvious, but some of these you might not know, does that go with the leg or is that a rib or whatever? And so you're going to use these charts in order to help you identify. Now, everything is going to be like wrapped around in the fur. So what an owl does is when an owl eats its prey, so we've been talking about predators and prey, and owls are carnivores, so they're eating meat. If they go and they find, let's say they go and they find some kind of rodent or shrew or mole or bird or whatever it is that they're eating, they swallow the whole thing, everything, like the whole mouse goes down. And they actually have like 2 different, inside, they have like 2 different areas, like for their stomach. And all of you have like acids and stuff that help start digesting your food. The acid will like break down all the meat and all the stuff that the owl actually needs for like nutrition. And then what's left is all of the fur and the bones and the things like that. Well, the rest of that they cannot digest. And so it's just kind of extra stuff that they need to get rid of. So it's regurgitated, meaning it comes back out their mouth. And that's this lovely pellet we have. And why do you think these are studied? Why do you think people pull them apart? And what does actually, like digging in them, what does that tell us about the owl? Yeah, what it eats. So scientists can go back and you guys can go back and you can look and you can see by looking at the bones, because certain things, if you look at the skulls. They have a lot of similarities, but they're still very different. So you can start to identify, okay, that owl ate a shrew, or that owl ate a bird, and so you can get to know what their diet is and the things that they've been eating. Yes, Angel.
What does it mean by the width of its
How
what
wide,
size?
how wide it is.
Like how do I measure how wide it is?
So you just get your ruler and you just hold up your ruler. So mine is about 1 inch. So that was the width. And then I did the length the other way.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, so yes, Jonah.
Dog Jack, he accidentally ran for it and he was dying. And then he just swallowed it. He didn't,
Yeah.
like, that just did like chewing.
Uh-huh.
So later on,
Yeah. Okay, so what you're gonna do, and this right now is just with your hands. So put your toothpicks down, put your pencil down. All right, so listen, please. You're going to break your owl pellet apart, but when you do it, these bones are super small and they are very, very fragile. So if you jump in and you just start tearing this baby apart, you're going to lose your bones. They're going to get broken. You have to do everything really, really careful. So go ahead, just very, very slowly try to break, and it's tough. Start kind of trying to break it open. Just kind of get it separated as carefully as you can. Okay, so I've got mine in 2 pieces. And what you're going to do is you're going to start seeing that fur is kind of all matted around these different bones. And so you're really going to have to start. You can use your hands, you can use your tools now. And like here's something sharp, so I know that's a bone in there. And so so I've got this little tiny piece right here, and it's got the fur around it. I'm going to just kind of start picking at it and separating that fur. Okay, try not to break the bone. Look how thin they are. So here's my first bone. Okay, so
see
your
like 2,
bones,
like 3.
the bones that you find, you want to on your plate start putting them over on the side, and then like this here, see this little tiny piece of fur that I have. Don't think that it's all just first. Like really break it apart, because look, sure enough, there's a little bone in it. So look really carefully through everything. Oh, cool. All right, so go ahead, start breaking it apart, and separate your things out.
Miss Snyder,
Yes.
is this part of a bone?
Is this part of what?
A bone. Oh, hold on.
Sweetie, I can't see what you're seeing.
Hold on. Uh, Miss Snyder,
Yes.
I broke a bone by accident.
Okay, just try to go real slow.
Okay.
You know how like paleontologists, when they're looking for dinosaur bones, they just look how slowly, like I'm just kind of picking away, real soft, real gentle, just kind of getting that hair out of here.
So I'm touching like a dead rat.
You have to get everything out first.
That's disgusting.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna, Gracie, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video because we're just gonna be doing this for a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.